Things I've been seeing on social media after Arsenal's 1-1 draw with Manchester United has taken me aback. We've got Jamie Carragher saying this is peak Arsenal. Arteta's not going to get any better than he did, and Arsenal probably won't win any trophies. We've got Arsenal fans willing to sell William Saliba. You heard that right. Willing to sell William Saliba. I mean... And then we've also got a bit of positivity, I guess, in Antoine Semenyo hinting that he may be on his way to Arsenal. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe, hit the like as well. It will be greatly appreciated. So we're going to start with Monday Night Football. This was when West Ham played Newcastle. And let's listen to what Jamie Carragher had to say about Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.
Harry was saying yesterday, I think that, Arsenal of last season would have sort of done it, you think. Do you agree with that? That they were a better team last season?
Arsenal were a better team last season.
Yeah.
I've said that before. This idea that they would have won the league this season, I'm not so sure. I mean, they got 89 points last season, Arsenal. If we're judging on that, I think Liverpool will get over 89 points. Liverpool only lost once. I think Arsenal lost more than once by this stage of the season. So I do feel, and I have been saying for a long time, I think we've probably seen peak Arsenal under Arteta. That doesn't mean that they can't win in the future.
Are you saying they're not going to get any better then?
What I saw in the second half of last season was, I'm not sure it does get any better than that.
Really?
Wow, again, it seems every time a little thing goes wrong for Arsenal, it's the pundits' opportunity to go onto Arteta and attack him. I just don't get it, to be honest. That run of form to the end of last season was absolutely insane. I think we went 16-1-2 or 16-2-1, whatever it was to end the last 19 games of the season. And I wouldn't even say that's Arteta with our best options. We can look at our Arsenal squad right now and say we need probably an 8 or whatever Mikel Arteta sees Declan Rice is. We need the opposite of that. We could probably do with a better number 10 than Martin Odegaard. I know a lot of us love him, but I feel like he isn't the volume creator we need there. We can probably get a better 9, a clinical 9, a 9 who's an out-and-out 9. Probably a better left winger as well, creative left winger. And that's what you can see as a peak. We haven't got all the jigsaws until we're at a point like Manchester City, where Liverpool were as well, where we can look at our squad and be like, we don't need to add anyone this summer. We just maybe need a bit of squad depth to replace players that are not happy with game time. Until we as Arsenal fans can say that, and pundits themselves can look at our squad and say that as well, you cannot say this is peak Arsenal. And the fact that we went on that 16-1-2 run with a lot of us still thinking we need a striker, a better left winger, a better number 6/8 next to Rice, a better number 10, creative 10 than Odegaard. It is scary. This Arsenal team is not done yet. The evolution, there's so many phases. Arteta's even said it. We're only in phase 4 of 5. One more to go. Dominance. A state of happiness with the squad. That is where we can be. So I think it was quite insane for Jamie Carragher to say this. And it's not even something new, really, with Sky Sports. Gary Neville, 3 years ago. Let's have a listen to what he said about Arteta.
Finishes 4th. He almost, in some ways, is as good as he can probably get. That's sad.
It's a stepping stone. Do you not feel it's a stepping stone in Champions League recruitment, and then you can build and build
United,
and build
Chelsea, where can they will recover? They throw that much money on it.
I mean, you spent an hour talking about how they're going to take ages to recover.
I know, but my point is, I'm not talking about recovering to get above Arsenal. That won't take too much of recovery. But he gets to 4th. If he was really hard about it, he'd probably say, right, that's the best I can do there. I'm going now. I'm going to do my next job.
So I think we can all sort of gather from that Gary Neville clip that probably they're not in the best place to criticise Arteta and what Arsenal can achieve. And I feel like this has been a big problem for many Arsenal fans. They feed into what the media say. A lot of us are emotional. If you ask anyone within the Arsenal space, I know for a fact that Mikel Arteta is regarded as one of the best, one of the very best. And every one of them would be absolutely shocked if Arsenal were to sack Arteta, because they think this guy has not even reached 50% of his powers in management. Remember, this is his first managerial job. He's got us to 89 points, 86 points. He's got us challenging for a title with the injuries that we've experienced this season. This guy has not peaked whatsoever, and I can't wait to make a video at the end of the season, next season, when we win the Premier League. I believe it. And if we don't, I'll put my hands up and say Arteta is not the guy. I will make a full video saying that, but I'm that confident that Mikel Arteta will bring Arsenal the glory next season. Once those missing cogs that we've all been talking about has been finely tuned and fixed, I can bet anything on it. That's how much faith I have in Mikel Arteta. But anyway, let us move on to the next segment because this absolutely shocked me. An Arsenal fan literally did say this, and for once I found myself actually siding with Rio Ferdinand. Have a listen to this.
Would you sell Saliba to get Isak? Because Isak's so important.
That's not a hard question.
Why would you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, easily.
You can get a replacement for Saliba.
Yeah,
you can't replace him, but you can get a replacement.
A guy like
centre half.
But even if, for example, you play, and I'm not saying this is the best combo, but you can play Gabriel and Calafiori. You can play Gabriel. You can
and win the league.
You can get away. You can get away with doing that, but you can't get away with what we're doing without a striker.
Well,
Isak,
you can get away with it. We lost the league because Saliba was injured once.
No, yeah, but it's different though, Rio.
Why you lost the league though?
No. I don't.
Because it's Saliba. That's what everyone.
I really do like Joel's content sometimes, but here it shocked me really. Rio was right. We lost the Premier League when William Saliba went out injured. You're willing to get rid of probably the key cogs of our project. Let's just think about this in a radical way. Okay, you sell Saliba. What message does that send to the rest of the players? What message does that send to the fans? I would be absolutely shocked right now if in my comment section I asked you guys, would you sell Saliba for Isak? If you tell me you would do that, I don't know. I would agree that we've lost it as fans. I would say we've absolutely lost it. The value that Saliba provides to us will never be covered by any player. But if you get any centre forward into this Arsenal side, they're scoring goals, whether it's Sesko, whether it is Isak, whether it's Etekite, whoever it is, you put them in the centre forward slot, they're scoring goals. We have Kai Havertz getting in brilliant positions, scoring goals. He was one of our top scorers last season. I think he hit 16 goals in the Prem towards the end of the season. And he's branded as a player who isn't even a proper 9. And do you think selling Saliba for Isak is the right deal to make when Arteta is doing magic like that with somebody like Havertz, who isn't even renowned as being a proper 9? It really shocks me hearing this. And it shows as Arsenal fans, we need to take a calm breath and analyse our squad and the quality we have already. And that all we're missing is a 9 of a description. A 9 in which Arteta can sort of work his some sort of magic. But let me know down below, would you sell Saliba for Isak? I'm really keen to know because this shocked me. It really did that an Arsenal fan was willing to do this. But anyway, let's get a bit onto the positive side of things. Antoine Semenyo, let's have a listen to what he was talking about.
A defence that you've played against that you're like, whoa, across the back line, this was a long day.
I'd say Arsenal. It's a tough back line to play against.
Favourite ground you've played at?
Emirates.
Yeah?
Emirates, yeah.
Okay.
Emirates.
For the reasons you've just mentioned, them being a difficult team, or for other reasons?
Other reasons, but I'm not going to go into that.
I'm trying to hear it from the horse's mouth.
No, listen, you're not going to hear anything from me. My mouth is zipped.
His mouth is zipped. You know what I would absolutely love if Antoine Semenyo came to Arsenal? You don't understand. I feel like he would make more sense than Nico Williams. His running power, his runs in behind, his pace, his energy, his ability to get shots up from many angles. He would provide so much. He's a creative player as well, a bully. You know, I can see him in Champions League nights helping us out. I can see him, he can play across the front 3 and in the 10 role. He would be absolutely perfect. And I hope we get this deal. Because there was talk in January that Arsenal are one of the front runners for Semenyo in the summer. And I'd just be so pleased. He's the profile we need. 24 years old as well. So much room for him to grow. And I really do hope we push forward for him. Because like I've said, I'm a massive fan of the way he plays the game. And I feel like Bournemouth will be in a way where they would sell him for 50 million. And for 50 million, Semenyo is absolutely worth it. Let me know down below though. What's your thoughts? Are you for an Antoine Semenyo on top of a centre forward, of course? Because we need a winger. We need a centre forward. We need an 8/6, which will probably be Zubimendi. We need a backup goalkeeper. And if we can get a number 10, great. But if we can't, okay, Odegaard, I'm willing to give him the extra season because he deserves it. We've also obviously got Waneri. We've obviously got Vieira as well. Dalman coming through. So it's not really as much as a pressing issue. But get me a winger, get me a centre forward, get me a backup goalkeeper, and get me that 6/8, whether it's Zubimendi, Wharton, whoever it is. We need that profile. But yeah. Anyway, gunners, that's it for now. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, peace.